today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Running on first down, Eckler. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 15 carries, 57 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Out to his left. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The Chargers at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there would be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
On 1st and 10, Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw here, Herbert. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Forced out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To the air again, Herbert buying time to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 9 now. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football, pick it up.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. There's Jefferson to pull that in. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Swings this out for Hunt. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Another completion here to Hunt. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Ridder trying to get them up to the line here in a hurry. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back to throw again. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Yeah, no question. He got to the QB
every single time because they want to take
touchdown Falcons. Devontae Parker as the first, and the Falcons have. And now it's blocked. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
Justin Jefferson for this next game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in his zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Dancing to his left. This is swung out to Eckler. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Well, going for Jefferson downfield. And it'll be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Falcons are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Flushed out right. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away, but that brings up 4th. And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Out route here, going to Hunt. He's got it. Finding room at midfield. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll drop to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 23. They'll look to throw here. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Okay, so thought they might go for it here down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. from the left hash. This from 34. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that gets him back within 10. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Eckler now between the tackles, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 75 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Once more, here's Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Now it's Herbert. Steps away to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage.
Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Here's Herbert. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and goal, Herbert. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
2nd and 6. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll look to throw again. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The fullback wide. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. And this is caught. It's Brown. Down inside the 10. Touchdown. Marquise Brown, 37 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. This time, the extra point up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Steps away. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On third down, here's Eckler. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 13. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bailey. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Chargers, it's an ideal start as they